So, what is important for a radio station? It's important to reach the whole market and not just the niche market. iPhone was a good start, and we always say that for a radio station, iPhone is like the beautiful bride that you want to get involved with. And Nokia is then the mother-in-law that you get with her. So, I'm sharing you now some information how the downloads based on one pretty average web-based radio station, I Love Radio from Germany. And first of all, when you get to the App Store, on the iPhone App Store, and you get listed as a new icon in there, it will get tons of downloads. And if you don't have an iPhone, if you're going to get there, then you need to time your marketing efforts so that at the same time when it gets online, you promote the hell out of it on all your audio and websites and everywhere. After 2 or 3 days, once it's gone from the latest or newest list, then you start declining. And now it's about keeping the marketing going on, getting the users coming in, because it's all about users. So let's take a look on the next slide. We add Android platform to it. So here we have the same chart with iPhone, and now we launch our Android. It's amazing, it's the same curve, because you get listed in this Android market as the latest entry, so people just download it like crazy. After that, but what you see here in this chart is that the bottom of your continuous downloads is growing, so we are going up. So what about the OB store? We have no clue before we launched that. We just said, okay, we will invest heavily. We have to support about 30 devices. It's a big investment for us to create a platform to support all these, and it's a pain to keep the bugs out of them, because Nokia has a 5-year history in the operating system. But it's working great, and here we can see first time that ever somebody has published numbers from Nokia. This has a lot of potential, and just one more click, Heiko. This last jump comes from the OB store. So with the with the Nokia, we could raise from the level of around 100 to over 1,000. So it beats iPhone over 10 times. I would not have bet it on that. Never. But it's too early for us to tell where the base level will be after that. So if you want, you can contact us in a month, and then we will tell you where it settles. So we don't give the hope of Nokia yet. OB Store is difficult to use. It's not in every phone, but the base of the users is so huge. I think there has to be a 5 million N95 sold in UK, and those guys want to listen to radio too. They are just humans, just people like everybody. They just want to listen to their favorite station. So that's our experience from that. Let's continue. If we look at it on another scale, the blue one are the iPhone downloads over time. It's growing, cumulative, you're getting more users all the time. The blue one is the Android, and then on the top is the Nokia. So I Love Radio has 25,000 users in the first 3 months. They are doing pretty well, adding up a couple hundred new users every day. Yeah. The same is the tunings. Our system has a tracker so that we can make the analytics, and the radio also gets the analytics from us, that they see each tune-in for the audience. So it's important that you know, since you don't know that from the FM at least, so exact, but here you know everything really. We see the same peaks. When the downloads get high, the tunings get high. And it's just to keep the tunings at 1,000 tunings in the day here. Before Nokia came, then it went back to up to 3,500 tunings. That's a reasonable number when we are talking that this is not an FM station. We are working with a lot of German large FM stations, and some of them have 300,000 iPhone downloads, and it will be exciting to know how many downloads they get when they launch the other platforms in November this year. So somebody might know Jazz FM, great customer, has also following or is following the strategy of multiple platforms. And Tim Nice from Jazz FM allowed me to give their numbers to you. So thanks for Tim. 78,000 downloads since 19th of August. So just a couple of months. They are available on all platforms. And part of the monetization principles of these apps is advertising. We have a banner on the top which can be sold either by us in our ad network, or the station can sell them themselves. So they have 1.65 million ad impressions. That's a lot in mobile. It's a lot even in mobile publishers. So because of the application, it is so sticky, people use that. 160,000 mobile tune-ins at the moment and continuing pretty nicely. Average listening time, this is something different. Mobile in one session, people come in, they listen to the news, they listen to the weather or whatever special you have on the radio, and then they go. Probably compared to web radio, where the average, James, what's the average of web radio listening?
Thanks.
Yeah, I heard that in the German stations it's about an hour in the session where they get in. So mobile is more snacking. You come often and you then have to do something else. But it's probably something also to do with the commuting. In the morning when you are in the bus, it's great to listen to the radio. Okay, let's continue. One interesting thing, Jazz FM went straight 3 weeks after their launch to #1 music application in the UK. It was very nicely in the press. He was doing a good job. What do you need to get to #1 in iTunes on music? We see here the rankings before that. They were around 20 with 700 daily downloads. And then Apple did a nice treat. They put a small icon on the iTunes homepage, new and noteworthy. And you see what happened. Boom, 2,500 downloads a day. That lasted 3 days, and there you go. You were #1. So these are certainly